This video is going to help remind you how to use the area model for a division problem, one that we don't have memorized, that we can't necessarily do in our head. So our example today is going to be 870 divided by 6. Now remember, with division, what we're trying to figure out is how many 6's can fit into 870. That's a lot. So that's why we use the division area model. The first thing you're going to want to do is draw a big box. And what we know about area is we know we need to take the length times the width. Well, for division, we know what one side is, but we don't know the other side. We don't know what we take times 6 to get 870. So we know we have 870 in here. And we need to figure out what that top part is. Now, to help make this easier for us, we're actually going to split this up so that instead of having one big box, we're going to actually break this up into place values. Hundreds, tens, and ones. If I told you to guess how many 6's were in 870, it'd be very hard to guess. So we're going to use place values to help us make smart guesses. So whenever I'm in the hundreds column and I say how many 6's can fit into 870, I'm only going to look in chunks of 100. So if I had 100 6's, that would be 600, which is very close to 870. Let me see how much 200 would be. 6 times 2 is 12. Add on my zeros. And I have 1,200. Now that's too big. I want to figure out how many can fit into 870. So this is the amount that I'm going to use. So how many 6's did we use? 100. How much is 6 100s? 600. Now that's not exactly 870. So I'm going to subtract these to see how much I still have left. And I still have 270 left. So now I'm going to move that over to this chunk. Before I guessed by 100s. Now that I moved over, I'm going to guess by tens. You can tell I can't guess by 100s because 6 times 100 is 600. And I have to figure out how many 6's can fit into 270. So I'm going to guess by tens. I'm going to start off with 6 times 10, and that's 60. 6 times 20 is 120. I'm getting closer, but I need to figure out 270. So I'm going to keep going. 6 times 30 is 180. 6 times 40 is 240. I'm getting closer. About 6 times 50. That would be 300. So that is too much. This is the amount I want to use. So how many 6's did I figure out could get me closest to 240? Well, or I'm sorry, to 270. It would be 40 of them. And 46's is 240. Wasn't exact amount, so we still have some more we need to figure out. 30 to be exact. So now, how many 6's can fit into 30? I'm going to be going by ones. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. And on this one, I actually know the exact amount that would give me 30, and it's 5. So how many 6's will give me 30? 5 of them. See if I have any left. I don't. So now to figure out my answer, just like any other time we solve for our area, this is the side that I need to combine. If I add all these up, I'll get my answer. 145. 145 is your answer.